Hey guys, it's me, Ra the Creator, your friendly neighborhood artist. Today I'm designing an OC or original character of mine. I've been workshopping their design for a while now, like a couple of weeks or so. I've drawn this character a few times recently, but today I shall solidify her design. So yeah. I pre-made this sketch because I haven't warmed up to sketching on camera yet. I move my sketchbook around too much when I sketch, so it's all out of view and stuff. I'm generally new to this whole YouTube thing, so tell me how I do. I did it all by myself and it's safe to say I'm proud. I wanted to leave as much of the process in the video as possible, since I get a lot of questions and comments on Instagram asking about my process. A lot of people wanted longer form detailed process videos, so here you guys go. When I'm inking, I typically start with the character or focal point of the drawing. From there, I like to work my way back. In this instance, I moved on to the die cut border around the character. I wanted this drawing to be a bit scrapbooky, so she looks a little bit like she's a sticker on the page. I then inked some of the other sticker elements around, like the sparkles, eyeballs, and the Polaroid photo. When I was done with that, I moved on to the paper background thingy. I love including paper sheets into my sketchbook drawings. I think it's just so fun, and I like to make them a little imperfect with wrinkles, random holes and tears, as well as sometimes folded tips or tape. Just little things to add a little dimension and visual interest. I didn't ink the red lines in the sheet in case I wanted to add anything to the page. My next step was to draw in all of the heavy shadows. It's important to have a consistent light source for the whole drawing when adding these in. If the lighting is inconsistent, the whole piece will look a bit off, and we definitely don't want that. I actually almost messed that up with this drawing. I started making the light source appear from the left, knowing I wanted it to come from the right side. Having it in the right contrasts the pose better and leads the viewer's eyes directly from the character and onto the rest of the drawing, sort of revealing details as their eyes travel across the page. Little details like this make a big difference, so I pivoted, making the light source more head-on with a secondary, less harsh light source appear from the right. I've taken photography classes before, and I like to include everything I've learned in my artwork. The final step in the inking process was to draw in all the trees and foliage in the background. I wanted the background to be present and complementary, but also not very distracting and kind of, fading into the background. So I used a much thinner fine liner and no heavy shadows. I wanted very minimal details to be in the background, which I think was a great call. I quite like how all the line work came out in this piece. It was a very awkward drawing with the tripod looming over my shoulder as I drew, but I made it work somehow. I think it all came out very clean, and yeah, I like it very much. The line art took a little over 2 hours to complete, which was honestly surprising. I expected it to take more, but I'm honestly glad I didn't. Editing 2 hours worth of content down to 12 minutes is one heck of a task, especially since I'm new to CapCut and editing long form videos in general. In case you couldn't tell, this is my second time ever recording a voiceover for a video. I think it's going pretty well so far, but it's still rather weird. I'm used to talking to myself even out loud, but the idea of recording it is pretty daunting. I'm watching the video play as I record, so it's kind of like I'm watching the video with you guys. See, engagement. Or maybe it's more like you guys are watching me watch the video, which is double engagement. I'm realizing I've hardly said anything about the character. It's literally a video about her. But yeah, so her name is Etheria. I don't really like the name for her. I just don't feel like it fits all that well. But like all my other OCs, I let everyone on my Instagram give suggestions and vote on a name for her. So Etheria it is for now. I'm definitely changing it later on once her character is more rounded out and defined. Etheria's visual design came really easily to me actually. Some elements like her blazer thingy, hair, and most of the colors were solidified really early into the design process. My process for designing her was different from how I typically design characters. I typically start with a base figure and build up on top of that, adding clothes, hair, and all the other details. But with Etheria, I actually started with a silhouette doodle. I got the idea for her character and I scribbled it down on a random piece of paper. I also didn't use direct reference or Pinterest for her design, which I think is pretty cool. Now that I think about it, I didn't use Pinterest or references much for my other OCs, Alex and Astrid either. I think that's pretty cool. I did take pretty long to finalize details like her shoes and the plaid pattern thingy on her collar, sleeves, and pants. And funnily enough, I still haven't decided on an eye color for her. Every time I draw her, her eye color changes. She has green eyeball earrings literally next to her eyes, so I'm sort of on the fence in terms of what eye color to give her. But I'm sure it'll come to me in time. Designing Etheria took a while, but I had a lot of fun, and I love the final look. Just not the name. Aside from designing Etheria, I've actually started writing a bit for her. Mostly just characteristics, a bit of backstory, and relations. None of it is even close to solidified, so I'm not ready to share any of it here yet. But she does belong to the same story/world as my other OCs, Alex and Astrid, and her brother Cast. If you've been following me on Instagram for a while, you definitely know Alex and Astrid. I've literally drawn them so many times. Both of them have even had their own Draw Us in Your Style or DTIYS challenges. But in case you're new, Alex and Astrid are my main two OCs. I've decided I want to write a story and publish it in some sort of medium, whether that's an animated series or a comic, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, they're my two faves. Alex is almost 4 years old. I first designed her on my birthday in 2021, and she's gone through many design changes but has stayed relatively the same over the years. I've done a lot of writing for her. Astrid, I think, turns 2 this year. She's a lot newer than Alex, but I absolutely love her the same. Cast, Astrid's brother, is my tragically neglected OC. I've hardly drawn him. I did redesign him recently, but I'm still not satisfied with his design, so yeah, maybe that'll be another video. So yeah, that's my little rant about my OCs. You'll definitely be seeing them as well as Etheria many times in the future. So now we're coming to the end of the video. I separated this drawing into 2 parts because editing over 7 hours of footage down to one video is kind of wild. This video was supposed to be posted in February, but I'm trying new things with the editing, and I had a lot of other important projects and events to juggle during the time of filming and editing this video. So yeah, now I'm aiming to post this during the first week of March instead. Part 2 will also be posted sometime this month being March, so yeah. I really hope you like how the line work came out in this piece and that you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you so much for getting this far in the video. If you have any pointers or advice or constructive criticism for how I can improve my editing or filming of the video, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. So yeah, here's the final result. That's a wrap on my inking process. I hope it was very educational. Take care guys, subscribe if you liked the video, and follow me on Instagram. Or support my Etsy shop where I have stickers of my other OCs. Have a wonderful day, every gamer. Your friendly neighborhood artist signing off. Goodbye for now.